Okay, so Master Mason Note, Jordan Scofield coming at you from the STEM Lab here today. It's a Monday, the 20th of July, 2020, 11:20. Just got back from the doctor, hooked me up with some Amox 875 tabs. Boy, if you don't do it, these horse pills right now don't fix what kill you. You're pretty much dead. So full blown, straight up infection on this side. Couldn't even see my eardrum. I talk a little bit. It's more about blood pressure right now. I'm heavy on Advils for ibuprofen, keeping the swelling down. Working on the Amox. I got ear cleaning stuff, and I'm hammering these down. I'm hammering these bad boys down. So it's more about eating correctly. I'm a little jittery. Usually running on a Red Bull breakfast sandwich, cigarettes, and whatever else cures what ails you on here in the system. But I want to have some strong notes about the day system like that. Hopefully the universe is set up for a day like today. I know they had Granite in there on Friday night, and I was hurting Friday night. I did go for a run Friday night for a 5 mile bit. Sinus infections, I've had them before. Sometimes run is what you need to knock that out. I tried that here. A lot of blood pressure. New earmuffs. I switched off from the 3Ms. I don't know if it was the original pads or how it squishes on here. I'm also like, you got to count out those earbuds. Like, I want to totally give company credit, on they don't tell you to do those things. Them and the 3Ms on hard pads in the wrong shape. One day is all it takes inside that inner ear for the ear safety training on what you're doing here to make an effect. And you're going to have a manager come over and tell you, hey, this position, there's risks and benefits on some of those things. So firsthand experience, it will take you out. Hopefully you should be able to work through some of that. Last night I was kicking pretty hard, like I had a rabid animal running around, and at least this one. And now this one, whether it be cross contamination or just straight infection to what apparently it likes to chew on. Because I don't really swim. I'm not really into it. I keep a 540. Nice, we're good here. And that's why I take some of this. And I don't know if I'll take all of this. That's a lot of Amox for a 140 frame. I might even cut that down, wait till this starts. I know it's going to hammer me for a few days, so take one tablet every 12. I want the crab fisherman boat to be just like, I keep Amox, coral, whatever. You got the alternative to a penicillin because you're allergic to that on a couple of big heavy duty doses. Realistically, I only want the 875. This is crab fisherman. You bust it up. You get lit something, just drop a couple of these in solution. Make sure it sanitizes the CDC on that, and then the rest is kind of you. If you stabilize that system out, this is going to start to feel better, and you'll be back on it. Riding around, driving, a lot about saws in the area. This is a pressure and flipping treads and being bent over and blood pressure problem. Inner ear, especially to stabilize this, I don't want that to become a long-term effect for pain, but also right now, if I had my standards if I had that piece of paper right handy, I think I left it inside, it would literally graft good ear, working fine, no pain and problems, be able to register the little button and what it does across the board. But is the company responsible at that? Hey, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. You got to go to the doctor. I can't let you stay in the stone mill right now. I should be able to plan that week, and if you can make it till Friday, let's clear that block. Let's put some granite in there, have some extra burnt 1.5-inch full color pattern day, chew through that material. If not, something come in on Saturday or not. Who knows? Pro mods doing pro mods. Put it outside, try to slide through it for the rest of the week. Reintegrate that system back down on it. If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing inside of there. do the whole paradoctoring of the situation for those types of fields. Hopefully you should be able to do that. And again, whether it be Red Bull, marijuana, or alcohol in America, really, I think those are your three standards. Prescription drugs, I can handle this with Advil. This is not necessarily something you need to really ramp it up like that. And if you do, you gotta have a call. I had to go to the doctor. No bullshit. I'm gonna miss the day at least. Have to get new equipment. Figure out the regimen. Even Salty's gonna be like, you're off duty today. Even if you can feel good, you probably could physically do it. And if you're used to pain, endurance, throwing 2x3s, heavy 2x3-inch 2x3s to the table for grindbacks for 8 hours straight, right? Then you're gonna get what I'm saying. Them 540s, they teach you a few things. If you're hurting, burning, then just ow. It's not exactly good for you. You don't want to eat that shit sandwich. Be too close to the EM fields. Long-term problems. You're gonna have to send somebody up and look at the space center. We gotta have satellites, topography on the ground, cell phones. Call in the morning, try to figure that stuff out. When I mean figure that stuff out for rotations, train those guys how to do that stuff. That's the comfortable kind of medium you're going to want to be in for what that is. Figure out your tolerances on that stuff. I know Saturday I was hurting pretty good. I went out, had a few drinks, wasn't feeling real awesome. Ears definitely hammered. Hit a couple of local bars, got a couple of mixed drinks, went down to the Beaver Dell, had to be a big sandwich, and loaded up with a couple more doubles. No problem eating, no problem functioning, for where I was and how long I camped out in the time of those kelks. It's a very responsible. And then you kind of integrate +1. Bookies and bets at the table. Whatever hillbillies are betting on in the parking lot. So anyways, I'm sure I missed a couple of notes with that. Hopefully I haven't messed up the timeline too much, because I could be working. I want to be honest. It's one for the limiting factors to sit your happy ass down, do exactly what you said you were going to do with this right here, half of that, and then throw that in the bag for next time. Try to get some alcohol drops, because that's going to dry that up for you. It's going to hurt like a bitch, but you'll be all right. Get over it, Nancy, and get back in there. I should be able to work half dead in the mill, no problem. Got that all paperwork. I literally built all the steps. Not necessarily on paper yet for this company, just in the wings, waiting. Little blue flame for it. Hit the gas and let's rock. Catch you on the next one.